Hi, my name is Albert. I go to Scripps Change High School and I'm 18 years old. Some of my favorite hobbies definitely have to be exercising. I've been playing soccer since I was like 5 years old, and it's definitely been a sport that's helped me meet some of my greatest friends, people that I really connect with outside of soccer. Just exercising in general as well. I love calisthenics, just mastering one's own body weight and being able to progressively improve as a person. Outside of that, just the usual, hanging with my friends, cooking, all that stuff. Something that I'm proud of accomplishing is helping start and lead this tutoring program at Residential Homeless Development Complex. It's called Tutors For Change, and we tutor at Solutions for Change. We tutor these students who basically don't have adequate resources. Typically, they have a lot of emotional baggage, whether they've experienced divorce in the family, drug abuse. So there's a lot of emotional baggage, and not only do we tutor them in their academic subjects when they kind of can't find these resources elsewhere, but we also act as kind of parental role model almost, just guiding them kind of like a big brother, leading them on the right path, teaching them to stay dedicated and to work hard to achieve their goals. That was kind of a joint collective with some of my friends. I guess like the homeless aspect of it really sparked when I guess San Diego's the homeless issue is very prevalent, and one day there was a homeless child, I guess homeless boy with his mother, and you can't really fault a child who's I guess hasn't really experienced everything the world has to offer, who hasn't been given the opportunity for being homeless, and that kind of made me realize especially the importance of generational poverty, where people can be trapped in this vicious cycle. So I guess starting from when they're younger, just helping them build the right foundation is what we thought was very key, and that's what kind of sparked this program. The Residential Homeless Development Complex was very generous in partnering with us, and yeah, it's been great. There's a lot of stuff that the Red Cross does. Typically everyone knows that it's just like blood donations, blood drives, but there's one really cool thing with the San Diego and Imperial County's Red Cross. We lead a Red Cross leadership development camp, so primarily for high school students, and there's been online and in-person versions of it, and it's basically a 4-day camp where high schoolers have the opportunity to develop as leaders. They go through a lot of activities. Some of them are fun, like ziplining, playing basketball. A lot of fun activities, recreational activities, but then there's also a lot of things that make people step out of their comfort zone. We kind of dive deep into some of our fears, some of our regrets, and it's kind of a great learning experience over the 4 days. We kind of bond with everyone. We all live there together for the in-person camps. And it's a great opportunity for myself to lead, as well as to teach others to confront their fears, especially public speaking. A lot of people have issues with that, but it's a really rapid acceleration of development over a few days. I guess one piece of advice I would give is just start small. Starting small, first leading just you and your siblings, and you can progress into leading a small group of friends at your school, mobilize them for some initiative, and then you can kind of build your way up, gain more confidence and gain more experience. And over time, you'll, be leading the country or something. Like, it's definitely a process of learning how to overcome your fears of, social anxiety, and overall, just as you learn, I guess you kind of adapt as you get into it. So just dive in, and you'll learn along the way. Personally, I was always the kid that I guess was very shy and timid. I remember my kindergarten school class picture. I was the one like hid in the very back row. I'm not in there. If you go back and check, and I think it was just an issue for me of just even making friends. I think I never spoke out when I was younger, just voicing my opinion. I always kept my thoughts to myself, and that's kind of not the way I want to live now. So definitely a lot of development over my 18 years as a person. I think another thing is just being able to confront your fears. If you don't confront them, they'll never go away. So things like public speaking or just being able to break the ice in social situations is very important, because once you do it once, it gets easier and easier. But I definitely had a lot of struggles just, talking to one person during school, and over time building up a network. Yeah, balancing life is definitely another struggle I've had. I think there's always that constant fear of being outworked by your peers, so you just dive into everything that you can, just like trying to work on the side while also doing extracurriculars, trying to take the hardest classes at school. And it's definitely a necessity to strike the right balance between working hard and burning yourself out. I think there's the fine line, and it's for everyone to decide for themselves. Some people can handle more, some people can handle less, but definitely got to enjoy the journey along the way. My uncle, when he passed, he was around 40, 42, and it was kind of the spark in my life to make me kind of step out of my comfort zone. I will say that having a different timeline really changes your perspective on life, where you have half the time to live than you did before. You don't really have double the time to develop as a person because you need to make stuff happen right now. And it also made me realize that you have to really enjoy the journey. If you're not enjoying life right now, it's not gonna get better like how you think it will. Like just getting a promotion, I guess, in a job context, or just getting into college won't make you satisfied. I think it's definitely enjoying the experiences along the way that's important. One quote by Confucius that I can't quote it verbatim, but it's basically that if someone asks a stupid question, they're a fool for 5 minutes, but if someone doesn't ask a question, they're a fool for the rest of their life. They don't know it. And that kind of stood out to me in just being able to embarrass yourself for a little moment in hopes of like having a better life in the future. Just speaking out when it's the right thing to do, or just asking the stupid question in class even. It can help you understand a concept that you otherwise wouldn't have learned. And that's really resonated with me in all other aspects of life, where if I don't know something, I'm just gonna ask. Even if it's stupid, I'd rather look stupid for a little bit than be stupid for a long time. So the significant event would definitely be my uncle's passing when he was very unengaged. Basically puts life into perspective, especially with like how not everyone is immortal. I think when issues happen, even like with COVID where people die, people always feel as if it's something that the other people are experiencing. Like my family doesn't experience it, but my uncle passed due to lung cancer, and it's a big thing to happen to the family, and that's something that kind of I guess made us feel human almost. We will deal with problems that everyone else deals with, and we're not immortal. I think, just death is really the great equalizer for everyone. And having the first death in the family, I won't say it's a good thing to have, but it's definitely shifts worldviews. I think a lot of people are much nicer to others after they've heard of a family or friend that's died, because they understand that we only have so much time left on this earth, and might as well live it positively. My definition of success, I guess, comes just being successful as a person as a whole. Very different avenues of success. You can be professionally successful, obviously, just having a job that you like, something that will obviously support the family, but just something that you enjoy, that you actually look forward to every day. I would say that someone that likes their job is much more successful than someone that makes like 10 figures and wants to cry every single day. And I think also what everyone on their deathbed, I guess there's a quote where like no one on their deathbed regrets not putting in an extra hour at work, but they do regret the missed experiences and the missed moments with friends and family. So definitely being socially successful, just having a good network, having a lot of people you can bond with, someone you can count on, someone you can trust to tell you the right advice, is arguably a better form of success in our quality of life as we grow and improve as people.